This week, Britney Spears addressed the court again in her journey to end this traumatic conservatorship. In a first victory in her quest for justice, Britney was permitted to hire her own attorney. Most take this fundamental human right for granted. For Britney, it could be a dramatic game changer. With the world more hopeful than ever to see Britney get her life back, even her family is speaking out. On Wednesday, July 14, the judge ruled that Britney Spears may select and appoint her own attorney. Since the beginning of her conservatorship, she has been denied this fundamental right. For 13 years, she could arrange clandestine meetups with attorneys, but somehow, she wasn't competent to hire one. Just last month, Britney testified at an earlier hearing about the nightmare that has been her life since 2008. "I have an IUD in my body right now they won't let me take out," Britney told the court. Forced sterilization, something long warned about by disability rights advocates, is only part of her hellish conservatorship. Britney described being abruptly given powerful new medicines that make her unable to do anything. She recalled how threats, pressure, contracts, and the possibility of being punished forced her to work against her will. Britney cannot make even the smallest choices, from what cabinets are in her kitchen to how many sodas she may drink per day, without her father's approval. It's not just unfair, it's abusive, and Britney described it as such during her courageous testimony. "Ma'am, my dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship," she told the court. "And my management, who played huge roles in punishing me when I said no to going on tour," Britney continued. Britney made it clear what should happen to the people who have robbed her of 13 years of freedom. "Ma'am, they should be in jail," Britney testified. From Britney's lips to the court's ears. For the moment, though, the priority is on ending Britney's conservatorship, which is what she wants. She has been evaluated and failed by enough doctors enough times. Britney wants this over so that she can live the life that all decent people, deserve to live. This is obviously an extremely personal battle for Britney, and a passionate one for her fans. But it's also not solely about her. Disability rights advocates and major human rights organizations have noted that if this is happening to Britney, it could be happening to others. One truly remarkable thing about Britney's struggle for independence is how it has united those on both sides of the aisle. From the absolute worst that the dregs of our political arena has to offer to the brightest lights in government, Britney is a bipartisan issue. When creatures like Matt Gaetz and Ted Cruz are on the same side of an issue as someone like Elizabeth Warren, it's time to pay attention. The ACLU has filed an amicus brief in support of Britney's bid for freedom. Senator of the Black Lagoon Ted Cruz called Britney's conservatorship freaking ridiculous and called for it to end. It's always remarkable when people actively trying to dismantle our country are suddenly reasonable about issues that won't upset their donors. The New York Times, NPR, Wendy Williams, and TMZ have not always seen eye to eye on Britney's plight, but that has changed. Every time that her case has a hearing, there are solidarity marches and demonstrations across the nation. Britney reportedly had to have an unmonitored cell phone smuggled to her just to call for help, but a lot of people want to help her. Following Britney's latest appearance in court, her mother, Lynn, shared a Bible verse on Instagram. The verse, from John 1:5, reads, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." A vague statement, but one that fans could easily connect to Britney's plight. Jamie Lynn Spears is not especially popular with Britney's fans, and her commentary was especially cryptic. "Once you choose hope, anything's possible," she shared on social media. Jamie Lynn also shared, "Dear Lord, can we end this bull st once and for all? Amen."